Hey, how's it going YouTube? This is SilverBeanie here, bringing you guys our draft analysis for the IBL, the Indigo Battle League. Your Crystal Palossands are back, and we are here for another brand new league, brand new season, Season 3 of the IBL. We have been very graciously given the privilege of being part of the third season of the IBL, and I'm very, very excited to be here. Excited to be here. We're doing two leagues at once. What is up with the world? It is crazy. We are here, guys, and I'm very excited if you haven't figured that out yet. We are part of two leagues, though, as I mentioned. We are also part of another league that's kind of going to be going on like side by side this one, and that's the PMC. You should go check that out. It's awesome stuff. I think as you're seeing, this week 3 match just went up, so all kinds of crazy stuff. Outside has decided to get insanely bright, so that's always good. Excellent. Thank you so much, weather. But you guys can still see me, so we're going to make it work. Hey, there we go. So, we are here. If you do not know what a draft league is, if you do not know what the IBL is, the IBL is a Pokemon Battle League. It consists of 16 coaches? 12 coaches. 12 coaches. The 12 coaches are obviously represented by a team. We're represented by the Crystal Palossands. That's our team, my team. And each team basically drafts 11, at least 11 Pokemon, and those 11 Pokemon are basically the Pokemon they get to use. You know, you have to coach those 11 Pokemon through a series of battles week on week, and you know you can only pick obviously 6 out of the 11 each week. Your opponent has got to obviously pick 6 out of their 11, and you've got to try and predict what the other person's going to predict, and they're trying to predict, you're going to predict, so you need to predict what they think you're going to predict, and it's just an endless cycle, and it's full of fun, and it's crazy, and it's awesome, and I love it. So we are here, we're doing 2. I love 2. Great stuff. It's great time to be alive. Now for the rambling, let's get down to the draft analysis. So the draft stream did go up last weekend, and it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. We got to see all our teams, and we're gonna break it down for you guys. So, first things first. First things first. At the start of the draft, before we even got to pick our first official mon, every coach got to ban 1 Pokemon. This Pokemon could be any Pokemon throughout all the tiers. From whether it's from like tier A, which is considered the best set of Pokemon, all the way through to tier E, which is considered the worst. The only tier you couldn't ban ones from Megas. We couldn't ban Megas. So every coach got to draft one, ban one. And as it went down, we were actually second from the bottom. So we weren't quite on the wheel, but we were second from the bottom, which isn't the worst place, but it's not the best either. I'd rather be like. I'd rather be down the bottom than in the middle, because if you're in the middle, it's really difficult to prepare and try and get what you want. So because we were right down the bottom, second from last, we in a way got a wheel pick, you know. So we had a really good chance to get the ones we wanted pretty much straight away. So we didn't have to worry and wait like 30 turns every round, you know. So anyway, going through, everyone's obviously picking all the Ubers and all the nasty stuff that people obviously didn't want. Things like Celesteela, Hooper Unbound, Hiram Black, Landorus Therian, Manaphy, Tapu Koko got banned, Xurkitree got banned. I was really upset when Xurkitree got banned, because actually Xurkitree was one that I wanted on my list. So all the coaches got to pick one, and then we got to our turn. Now, considering what was left, there were only a few that were really considered kind of like OP, you know, and that's what you want to look for. Those are the ones you wanted to look for. All the crazy ones, as I said, like Hiram Black, Tapu Koko, Celesteela, those had already been banned, so they were fine. The Laddies were still there, but I wanted so we left those there. Mimikyu even got banned, strangely enough. Mimikyu. But anyway, got to our pick, and it was really a choice between Mew and Victini. Those were kind of the 2 good ones that were left. Everything else was just kind of meh. So looking through the list, choosing between those 2, I was thinking, well, Mew is really annoying because it can literally have anything you want. But the thing is with the Victini is it hits hard. Like V-Create is one of the hardest hitting moves in the game. Stab, base 180, I'm not mistaken, And it's insane to prepare for. You know, it's fast. I think it's another one of the base 100s. And I didn't want to deal with it, so I actually ended up banning Victini. I don't actually have a little picture, but oh well, that's not. But we ended up banning Victini. You know, you guys know what Victini is. We ended up banning Victini, and I'm glad I did. I am glad I did actually. I kind of wish I also banned Mew instead, but the thing is, there was still one more coach, and I was kind of hoping, maybe they'd use their brain and pick the next best OP mon. No, what did they ban? They banned Hariyama. I know, right? Anyway, rambling. On to the official draft itself then. The wheel began. And our first pick was up. And I told you what I wanted, and I wanted it straight away. And that was Latios. Latios and Latios were both available. As I say, for round one. I can't actually remember what the round one pick actually was, but that's besides the point. I really wanted one of the Latios. They have been, they're amazing mons, and I really wanted one. Latios was there. I was like, bam, I'm grabbing it. I want it. It's Levitator right off the bat. Brilliant. It's a dragon type right off the bat. It's insanely fast. I think it's base 110. And not to mention insanely offensive. I thought as a first round pick for me, that was amazing. I was very chuffed with Latios. And then straight away we had our dragon core. Like we had our dragon starting point. And then we needed a steel and a fairy type. So moving on, we had like another 10 more coaches had to pick, and then 10 more coaches had to pick again. So we had like 21 rounds. Wait for. Then we got our next turn, and our next turn came around, and I wanted that steel type. I wanted to get that steel type ready. I wanted a good steel type. Looking through them, obviously Celestial was right on my radar, but that got banned, so that was out of the question. There were so many good steel types available. Skarmory was one on my list. I was thinking Skarmory, but I think Skarmory ended up getting taken up by this point. So I ended up scooping up. Actually, I'm really chuffed I did. We ended up scooping up our Mega as Mega Sizzle. Absolutely amazing. Love this thing. Mega Sizzle is absolutely insane. It is, if I'm not mistaken, what is it? Base 1? No, base 150. Could you imagine? Base 150 attack, base 140 defense. Yeah, the special defense is not that crazy. It's base 100. It doesn't really take a special fire type move too well, or fire type move in general very well, but it is amazing. Stab, bullet punch, technician boosted. This thing's going to be amazing. Very pleased I managed to scoop this up. I think I could have maybe waited another round or two, but I didn't want to take the opportunity and miss getting this thing. You know, I wanted to Mega. I had like 3 Megas on my radar. Mega Sizzle was one of them. Mega Pidgeot was another, and Mega Lopunny. Mega Lopunny, I am dying to draft Mega Lopunny, like so bad. Like one day, one league, we will draft it. Mega Lopunny was top of my list. I wanted it. Like that was the one I wanted. I didn't want to grab it first round. I was thinking it's not worth a first round pick. I was like, but I want that Latios, and I was like, no, I'm gonna get Lopunny next. What happened? Like 5 rounds before me, night away. But it is what it is. I thought I'd grab the next best offensive, powerful hitter, and there it was. So really chuffed to got Mega Sizzle. As I said, we now got our dragon and our steel core set, which need that fairy type. Moving on now, so we kind of went on the wheel pick here, coming back round. So now we're kind of starting to dig around. I was thinking about grabbing that fairy type, but there was a few things kind of around that I was like, ooh, I kind of want that. Ooh, I kind of want that. So we actually ended up grabbing Mamoswine. Mamoswine was our next pick. I wanted to grab a ground type. I wanted to grab a good ground type as well. A lot of ground types at this point were starting to go as well, I noticed. Things like Crocodile had already started being picked up. Various other ground types. Garchomp was gone. So I wanted to grab a good ground type right off the bat. Mamoswine is amazing. I've never used a ice type in any of my draft leagues, so I was chuffed to get that. Stab Ice Shard is amazing. Earthquake, it gets knockoff, which is also awesome. So I have 2 knockoff users now. Obviously we're immune to the electric, plus we've got Thick Fat as well to kind of help with their defenses. So I just thought it was a really good solid pick, and it kind of helps us against that, to an extent, against our fire weakness with Sizzle. thick fat, and also we're part ground, so it's neutral and it kind of resists to thick fat. So I just thought it was a really good snag with Mammoth Swine. I'm chuffed I've got it, and it's really powerful. Like Mammoth Swine is what base? Yeah, it's base 130 attack, which is insane. Speed is decent as well at base 80. So I was really chuffed with Mammoth Swine, and I'm really looking forward to actually using it and seeing how I can basically perform with it. I'm hoping I can use it well. I think I can. I think I could use it well. I've just got to be careful. Got to be careful with my maneuvers. But now sliding over to round 4 now, I think. Round 4, I wanted that fairy type. That fairy type was on my eye. It was on my radar. I'm looking for it. I know which one I want because at this point, obviously, I've got certain type coverage, and there was only a few fairy types available. Fairies were disappearing at this point. They tend to disappear. Like the fairy dragons, steel core tend to disappear. All the good ones, at least, tend to disappear by the time it hits the round 3 or at least round 4. So I wanted to grab this now while we still can. As I say, we were on the wheel, so it was available for us, and we ended up scooping Primarina, however you want to say it. But super chuffed I got this. Primarina is obviously water fairy. It also now has access to its new hidden ability, being Liquid Voice. Not sure how whether or not we're gonna use that, because it just turns normal type moves. Normal type based sound move. I think the water type moves. The Hyper Voice becomes a water type move. So maybe, who knows? But I think Torrent is better in this situation. But he gets Moonblast, which is awesome. And he gets a nice amount of coverage. So I'm really pleased to manage to that actually. As I say, we've now got our Fairy Dragon Steel Core sorted. And I didn't want to make the same mistake I did like in my last league, the first league, where I didn't grab like the full core near enough right away, and I waited right at the end, and didn't want that to happen. So we grabbed it. I've got it. Beautiful. Super chuffed to have it. It's really offensive, really powerful. You know, it's like base 126 special attack, so insane. Super chuffed. That's what I wanted. Round 5. Now looking to get more some dual defense, some more bulk, and I'm struggling for options, to be honest. Things like Ferrothorn has gone. That's another steel type, but various good bulky mons would decide to disappear. And I didn't want to draft anything that I've already drafted before in previous leagues. I don't like the idea of running a new team, you know? You have a brand new team, a brand new range of Pokemon to try out and test and, you know, explore their things. Whatever, you know what I mean? So, round 5. Round 5, this should be the round 5 pick. That is no spoilers. Wait, no, that is it. That is it. Yes, round 5. Should have made the list. I've done it on here, but I haven't named them like in what order. Like you'll see the pictures as they come up. I haven't named them in order. I've put them in order, but I haven't named them, so I don't know which one's which. But I should have done a list so I know which one I was talking about next. But hey, I didn't, so we're gonna wing with it. This was round 5, Tornadus Therian. I was chuffed when this thing was still there. I tell you now, I was over the moon. It was coming close to my pick, and I was like, all right, it's there, it's still there, it's still there. I want it, it's mine. So chuffed. It is a tier 1 mon, so it did take a huge chunk out of our 400 points that we had spare for our free mons. So 108 points right out straight away. But do you know what? I don't care. Like, it's absolutely insane. Regenerator is ridiculous. It's really fast. It's base 1. What is it? 121, I think it is. Something funky like that. Yeah, 121. Base 121 speed, so it's really fast. At this point, it's our fastest mon on the field. Really good defenses. It's base 90 and 80, and then attack is base 100 and base 10 special attack. As I said, with Regenerator, the fact it gets Hurricane, it gets Knockoff, it gets U-turn, it gets things like Sludge Wave, Heat Wave. Has so many options. I thought it was too good to pass up. It was too good to pass up, and I wanted it on the squad, and I'm so chuffed it's now here. Yeah, it's Tornadus Therian. I was so chuffed when I got this thing. By far, like, if not my top favorite, with at least in the top 3 of my favorite team members on this draft. Yeah, Tornadus Therian is on the squad. Super chuffed. Round 6. Now this is where we go. It's definitely more into the bulk. There we go. So now the next one. Tentacruel. Tentacruel is our next pick. We scoop another tier 3 mon, or tier C mon, sorry. Obviously it does give us another water type, but it gives us a poison type, which is awesome. Poison is super clutch. Get rid of those toxic spikes that people have dropped on our side of the field. We have a toxic immunity now, which is amazing. And Tentacle is really good because it gets rapid spin, which is awesome. It also can set up toxic spikes, more awesome. Obviously, it's got like obviously a nice range of water and poison type moves as coverage, and it's pretty decent. It's got pretty decent bulk. It's base 120 special defense, so nothing crazy. And it's base 100 speed, so it's pretty fasty. Fasty? It's pretty fast for a for a little jellyfish. So super chuffed I got Tentacruel. Super chuffed. Obviously, I know we are starting to build up like an electric weakness to an extent, but we've got Mammoth Swine, and we do kind of rectify it in a few picks coming up. So it's it weren't too bad. It weren't too bad, and I was actually really pleased to manage to scoop this up with Tentacruel. I'm actually really chuffed. Next round. I don't even know what round we're on now. What is this? Round 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there is the rectifying. We pick up Rotom Heat. Rotom Heat, as you know, one of the many awesome forms. Probably the next best thing after Rotom Wash. I didn't want Rotom Wash, besides it was already gone. But Rotom Heat is there. Levitator gives us an electric type, which is what we needed at this point. And it also gives us a fire type, which we didn't have at this point. So 2-in-1, absolutely amazing. Obviously, we get another ground immunity, which is awesome. Gives us a Volt Switcher if we need to. Gives us a nice powerful overheat fire stab. Plus, as I say, we can Thunderbolt, we can Trick, we can Will-O-Wisp. We can do so many things. I actually really like Rotom Heat. I'm actually really pleased to manage to pick it up. I'm surprised it was still there, to be honest. Rotom, I mean, this is round 7, so Rotom Heat is usually a pretty decent mon. But yeah, I was really chuffed actually. I was managed to pick it up. You know, a lot of other coaches were, you know, picking up all these other powerful fire types like Chandelure and things, you know, various other powerful fires, and this thing was still sitting there. Couldn't say no. You can't say no to this. It's so cute. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Kind of rambling through this, but it's good. We're getting through this. We're getting through this. Next round, round 8 now. This bad boy. Verizon. We needed a grass type. We needed a grass type like big time. We needed a fighting type. Big time. What did we get? 2-in-1. Perfect. Verizon. My favorite out of the 3, well, technically out of the 4, technically. Swords of Justice. What is it? No, Swords of Justice. What's it called? The Swords of Justice. Swordsman of Justice. Swords. What? You know what I mean? I forget the Swords of Justice. The Swords of Justice. The Justice Swords. One of something like that. Anyway, it's my favorite one out of all of them. So I wanted it. It's awesome. It's really fast. It's the fastest one out of all of them. It's got base 108 speed. Attack-wise is not terrible. It's base 90, and its special defense is base 129, so it's pretty decent on the special side. But if we can get sword stands up or justify boost, we are sitting pretty. Very, very, very nice. So it can take a knockoff very well, and then get a +1 attack, and then start knocking things down. It gets Leaf Blade and it gets Close Combat. 2 incredibly powerful moves. So what else needs to be said about this thing? Verizon is amazing. As I say, really chuffed to manage to pick it up. I know it's not the best. It's not like, obviously it pretty much dies to a flying type hit. Like it pretty much dies to a wing attack. Pretty much dies to a gust. But I ain't going to stand against a flying type move. So it's all good. And I was super chuffed I was able to pick it up because I wanted it. And I love this thing and amazing. So I wanted Verizon. I wanted this thing and I got it. And I'm super chuffed. Next round, we're going into round 9 now, and we needed a ghost type, and what better than the amazing mon that is Spiritomb. We needed that ghost type, we needed a dark type as well. That was really starting to creep up on us. We needed a dark type, so there it is. We got 2-in-1. Ghost and Spiritomb is really good. You know, it's really bulky. Does it get Prankster? I can't remember if Spiritomb gets Prankster or not. I think it might. And then maybe that's Sableye I'm thinking of. I know it gets Infiltrator, which is awesome. But it gets Shadow Sneak, which is awesome. Priority. Gets obviously Will-O-Wisp. Shadow Ball if you want to run it super special or something. Sucker Punch, I'm pretty sure it gets as well. But it's just really cool. It's different. You know, it's a really, really cool mon. I really like its design. And super chuffed I was able to pick it up, as always, as I was saying. I'm super chuffed about the entire league. Like, this draft is by far the best draft I think I've had out of the 3 leagues that I've done, including this one. So, I'm super chuffed. Like I said, it looks awesome. I'd say I'm really pleased I managed to pick up Spiritude. I needed that Ghost type, and I needed a Dark type as well, because as I said, we had a few Psychic weaknesses, and now we've got a Psychic immunity. So, it is a perfection. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone with Spiritude. Next up, we needed our last 2 mons now. We needed 1. We had like 60 points, I think, left at this point from in our free section, and we had our tier E Pokemon as well. So we were running out of points, and I needed a good Pokemon. I wanted something that was bulky. Like, I wanted another decent wall that we could use, and something also that could hit hard if needed. But I needed something that we could really kind of, that could just bring the team together, you know, like the final little bit of the core, you know? So, looking around, trying to see what's available, there's quite a few options. One stuck out, and I was talking to my my front office about this. Shout outs to them, by the way. Without them, this would not be possible. Shout outs to those. But we ended up picking up a very, very powerful Pokemon, Aggron. Really, really pleased actually. Gives me another Steel type, which is awesome. Steel types are very, very, very important. So we've got 2 Steel types, which is amazing. And it gives us a Rock type, which we didn't have before. It gives us something with Sturdy. Rock Head is amazing. You know, this thing gets Head Smash. Rock Head, Head Smash is... if it doesn't kill something, it's at least doing like 50-75% damage to it. Like, this thing is an absolute monster. And if you can get, like, you know, if you can get enough like attack boost or speed boost, obviously with like rock push and things like that, you're gonna sweep. It's gonna be amazing. Really, really pleased them to scoop this up. As I said, I cannot fault it, and it just blows me away that I managed to get it. It really does. It blows me away. So it's yeah, it's an awesome mon. As I say, I'm really chuffed that I was able to get it. I cannot fault it in any way, and I just hope it puts in the work that we need it to do. You know, it's just it was just one of those it's one of those final little bits of the core that we needed. And then last but not least, with literally our last tier E little space waiting, looking around, there weren't a lot of goodness. Really wasn't. Tier E is called Tier E for a reason. It's the lowest for a reason. It's not the best, but there was a couple mons that did stand out, and we actually ended up picking up one of them. We picked up Pinsir. Pinsir is not too bad. It's a bug type. We don't have a bug type yet. It's not the best. You know, it's not super fast. It's base 85, but it has base 125 attack, base 100 physical defense. You know, if you maybe run it choice scarfed or something, it puts in the work. I'm pretty sure it gets close combat. I know it gets earthquake. You know, it gets knockoff, which is awesome. Quick attack. You want that little quick stab, like stab. It has options. Pinsir is, I'm really chuffed actually. Like, I don't typically would go for something like this because obviously, like defensively it's not the best. Although it's got base 100 physical defense, special wise it's only base 70 and HP is like base 60 or something, so it's not going to take a hit too well. Plus it dies to rocks, it dies to flying type moves, it dies to fire type moves. You know, it don't appreciate them. But as an overall mon, and to kind of clean the team up, I was actually pretty chuffed with it. I was pretty chuffed, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, we picked up Pinsir, and that's it. That's the team. That's the just really random. I've literally just kind of winged this this draft analysis, but I didn't really prepare too much. So hey, hope you guys enjoyed it. But there we go. That's the team, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Who's your favorite mon out of all of them? Please do let me know down below. And I have a very important question for you all. And a very important question, which you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I need nicknames. Nicknames like mad. My first match, technically I've already recorded it at this point. But that will go up this weekend. The first match. This weekend, which is, I'll give you a date. Match will be going up on the 17th of June, 2018. That's the first match. So if you're watching this after that date, well, you need to go back and watch it. Go forward and watch it. Time's weird. But I need nicknames. So if you have any good nickname ideas, I'm thinking of maybe doing a theme. So rather than having like random nicknames for all the Pokemon, have a theme. So I know some people have done like themes. For an example, people have done say Disney theme. You know, so all the Pokemon are named after like Disney characters. For an example, you know what I mean? So, you know, or name them after food. I don't know, whatever. Give me some ideas. I'm looking for really cool, unique ideas for themes or nicknames. Or if you have any other random ideas that we could use instead, let me know. Let me know down below. That is going to be your little challenge between between this video and the first match, up through to like mid next week when I record the next one. Okay. So that is it. That is it from me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are excited for this Crystal Palossands to be part of the IBL. Hopefully we can pick up some W's. Hopefully. Because spoilers alert, the PMC is not off to a great start for us. No. So we need to rectify that. You know, we need to turn it around, and hopefully, I feel like with this team we can do just that, and it's going to be amazing. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope you guys did enjoy, as I was saying. But I'm your boy SilverBeanie. We are the Crystal Palossands, and I'm excited to be part of the IBL. And I will catch all y'all beautiful people next time.